Good day. Welcome. Welcome to this moment, love. My name is Tenci, if you don't know. I'm happy to be here with you on this day. I'm reaching down to put down my apple core and get my water. Speaking of water, if you're watching right now and you haven't had a drink of water in an hour or so, go ahead and rehydrate yourself. Get your water. Take 12 gulps. You ready? Let's do it. All right. Drink up. Bless. Good day. Welcome. It is an amazing, beautiful sky today. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the sky? I want to say simply that I'm grateful in this moment, and I'm grateful for all of the things, all of the challenges that are happening in this time. Right now, what's important more than ever is to embrace ourselves, to embrace all of ourselves. And everyone has some aspect of their life where they just have a judgment toward that it's not quite where we want it. It's not good yet. It still needs to be fixed. But I just want to encourage you, because as you're going along your journey to your goals, to your dreams, it's a journey. And there will be challenges. And these challenges are blessings in disguise. These challenges are blessings in disguise, because as you're going through life and you are greeted with these roadblock-like challenges, just know that nothing can ever limit the truth of you. Nothing can ever limit your spirit. Nothing can ever limit you. And so, as the challenges appear in your life, hold some space for them, because challenges of all kinds are here to teach us something. They're here to show us something about ourselves, so that we can learn to better care for ourselves, so that we can learn to better care for others by caring for ourselves. And so, why is the focus on unconditional self-love? Simply because you can't love nothing else if you can't love yourself. So it always has to start here, because all those thoughts of, I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough for that part yet. I can't do it. This is not good for me right now. Let me just slow down and have some popcorn. We all have a lot of thoughts that don't always support our mission, our freedom vision. And it's important at this time to reassess how we're talking to ourselves. Because whatever you say in your mind, you're hearing it, and then if you choose to voice it, you're hearing it again. So it's just getting ingrained. So just becoming more aware and more conscious of the words that we say to ourselves in our minds, the feelings that we hold in our beings, in our hearts, some feelings of trauma, some feelings of suffering, of pain, of jealousy, of resentment, of comparison is the worst thing. Whatever you do, if you catch yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, just take a deep breath and just know that nobody's journey will ever look like yours. And know that your journey is divine, because you are divine. And so it's just that way by design, okay? So your journey ain't gonna look like nobody else's. So how you gonna compare? How you gonna accurately compare and have a full picture of things? You're not gonna have it. It's not gonna be a full picture. That's just what that is. So unconditional self-love. What is unconditional self-love? Because throughout the years, we might have said stuff like, oh yeah, I love myself. I do. I love myself so much. I am amazing. I am a goddess. I am divine. Yes, honey. But when it comes to certain aspects of life, certain challenges, and then all of a sudden that self-love go out the window, and we're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. If only I did this different. If only. Unconditional self-love is different from regular self-love in that it is truly unconditional. And so in our lives, it's like a journey to that next level of unconditional self-love. Because the more that you love yourself, the more that you see God in yourself, the more that you are reclaiming your birthright of freedom in all ways, in all aspects of your life. There's like the taboos, they fall away. The things that you thought were so bad if someone else did it, those same things that if you desire to do them, you're not punishing yourself for having the thought of doing it. Instead, you're just unconditionally loving without being judgmental of yourself, of saying that you are right or wrong. In that way, you don't rush so quickly to say that someone else is right or wrong. They're just themselves. It just is that way. Self-honesty is important. You got to be honest with yourself. If you feel like something ain't right, if you feel like there's something deeper to this, if you feel like, you know what, I could be doing a better job, then cool, that's just what it is. You know what, I was expressing hatred in that moment. Okay, now that we know that, we can move on and grow from this, right? It's not about beating ourselves up and holding on to regrets and resentments. It's not about that. Unconditional self-love is about looking at ourselves honestly and then lifting ourselves up, because we got to be the first ones to do that. Nobody else can do that for us. Like, they can tell us inspirational things, like they can say things like, you got this, girl, you're amazing, you're a goddess, you already know. I don't even have to say anything, you already know. But if we don't take it to that next level, if we don't have that inspiration coming from deep within us, if we can't switch it somehow to where we're motivated not by anything externally, but purely from spirit, then it's not going to be sustainable. There's going to be a time where we just crumble. And that's okay, because in every healing journey, in every journey to self-love, and every journey to that freedom lifestyle, there's going to be that period where you just feel like you're going down into a rabbit hole. There's going to be that feeling like of having to break through some sort of barrier, some sort of shell, just to be yourself. Challenges strengthen us. Challenges show us what we want, what we desire. Challenges show us that we have the ability to choose, and to choose anew in the next moment. So when the challenge comes, it's a blessing. Take it as such. Everything in this world is for you to grow. Everything in this world is for you to prosper. So use it as such. Instead of it being like this barrier, like, this is holding me back. Nothing can hold you back. No thing. Nobody. No law. No nothing can hold you back. But the main thing to remember is that unconditional self-love. What aspects of yourself have you yet to embrace? What do you still kind of come small with? What areas of life is it just playing small just to appease somebody else, or so you think. But instead of appeasing them, sometimes we end up just making things worse, or just completely dulling our shine to the point that we don't allow ourselves to glow. We don't allow ourselves to be the fullness of ourselves. There is no cap to you. There is no limit to you. You are not just in your body. You know that you have emotions. You know that you have thoughts. You know that you have a spirit. And just know that you are so much more than you perceive. You are so much more than you perceive. And these challenges that come, they come just custom made for you, because they will trigger stuff in you. They will bring up stuff in you that you haven't looked at yet deeply. And this is that time where we got to stop asking for permission to be ourselves. Just got to be it, because ain't nobody gonna give us permission. No way, never in life, okay? The permission has to be from the inside out. And how do you know if something's right? How do you know if something's right for you? It's likely not going to be right for everybody, but it's going to be right for you. How do you know? In order to know with absolute clarity if something is right for you, the only way that you can ever know that is not by the research. It's not by talking to a friend and asking them if something's right for you, or a close family member that you've grown up with all your life. It's being still with yourself. Allowing yourself to be quiet enough within your mind, within your being, to contemplate deeper truths. When you are in this contemplative stillness, there is no thing that can derail you unless you choose to be derailed. And this is where all of the truths of life come. From your spirit, from that infinite fountain of wisdom throughout all the ages, that's beyond time, that's never been bound by time, never been bound by space. It's in all places at the same time, knows all things. Unconditional love, never judge you, no matter what you desire. You could desire the most taboo, illegal stuff, it don't even matter. Does not matter. Whenever you follow your spirit, that inner voice within, not up here, not the chatter that says you're not worthy, but that inner voice within that says, oh yes, all things, everything is everything. So if everything is everything, then all things are available to you. That one. Oh, people doing the lawn. Good day. Right on. Yeah, and show love to the people. People wearing masks, people in their backyard like I am not wearing masks because I ain't around nobody, okay? But regardless, if you truly seek freedom, if you truly seek to be in a world that is loving, that is not just tolerant of other people, but really like caring for other people. If you want to be in a world like that, then you got to start making it from the inside out. Because everyone has their own lens, their own experience of life, their own perception of life. And the only one that matters to you is your perception. So it's important for us to heal our perceptions. And the process of healing our perceptions, funny enough, it attracts that love, that good, that divinity back to us simply by loving ourselves. I cannot stress the power of self-love, unconditional self-love. No matter what, you know, I got my back. I know I got my back no matter what. Do something crazy, all good. That may have been crazy, but it's all good. I got my back. I still love myself through it. No matter if I make a mistake, no matter if I fumble and fail, no matter if I fall on my face. If I said that wrong thing to somebody, they got upset. I didn't want them to get upset. But hey, that's part of their journey. They had to get upset right then. Cool. I'm good. Because I love myself unconditionally. And this is a journey. Because there'll always be things to challenge that, to test. Do you really? Is it really unconditional? This self-love that you have, this love for humanity, is that really unconditional? Okay, well, what if a pandemic? Okay, what if the president just like that? Okay, what if there's just all this hatred just showing up extra, and we already knew about all this hatred? What if? Is there still unconditional self-love? This is why I say unconditional self-love. Everyone has their own life. What's up, everybody? Everyone has their own life. Everyone has their own business, right? And I'm not talking about enterprise business. I'm talking about minding your business. Everyone has their own life. We got to tend to our own. And we can't get so wrapped up in other people's lives. I'm speaking from experience. I can't get so wrapped up in other people's lives that I neglect to live my own. You feel me? And so unconditional self-love is that doorway, that pathway to true freedom. Because when it don't matter what you do, what happens around you, when it don't matter the circumstance, and you still feeling free, and you still feeling loved and cared for and fulfilled, nothing can touch you. Nothing can happen that could take you off your center. Nothing. That's why it's so important. Because there's no freedom without love. There's no freedom without love. And no freedom for any of us without self-love. Because we cannot love anything. We can't appreciate anything without first appreciating ourselves. Like, you could get all the money in the world, and then you'd be like, okay, I got that money. Next, no appreciation. Because there's something in us that feels a little broken sometimes, that feels a little down sometimes, that forgets how amazing we are, that forgets how, gosh, you're able to be in this body right now and experience as you're creating. Like, you get to experience your creation as you're shaping your world. That's so cool. So cool. But we forget how awesome we are. And so this message is an unconditional love note. And like I said, drink your water, hydrate, because it helps more than just maintaining a healthy weight and staying fit. It helps hydrate your brain. And so if you would like to have those deeper meditative states, those experiences of deeper insights and knowing without a doubt what's right for you, one important factor is drinking water and staying hydrated throughout the day. Because your cells can't help connect the dots for you. Your spirit can't speak to your cells if they're not hydrated. So if they're dying, how can they support you? So stay hydrated. Love on yourself. I love you. You are amazing. You're whole right now. You don't need nothing, okay? That's just what it is. That's just the truth. If you really wanted to, if you worked up to it, you could survive without food and water. You could thrive without food and water. In fact, you could thrive without money and food and water. And just know that nothing can limit you. You're so much greater. You're so much greater. And know that. Be still with yourself. Be silent with yourself. Contemplate these words. Contemplate this. Contemplate this. Because when you contemplate this, you will unlock something in yourself that will make it hard for you to forget. Yes. Bless. It's these moments. Stillness. Because truth can never be expressed in a word. Never. Truth is a feeling that doesn't even have a name. You can't even put a label to the feeling. You just know it's right. You just know. You just know. Like, you just know. So be still with yourself. At least 5 minutes a day. Hydrate. Drink your water. Watch your mind. And that doesn't mean be a guard in front of your mind and stab all the negative thoughts. But that means simply to observe your mind. See if you can just sit with it without saying that a thought is bad. Without saying that it's wrong. Just sit with it. And the more that you sit with even the negative thoughts, even the challenges and feelings and things, the more that you sit with these emotions and just feel the raw emotion, then it changes. It goes back to the source of your being. And it becomes peace. It becomes bliss. It's like you're transmuting the bad into all things good, into divine. But that only comes when you are bold enough to stop calling it bad. Bold enough to sit with it. And there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear as you take your next step. There's nothing to fear as you unleash next level self-love. There's nothing to fear. Know that you are love. Because if you weren't love, if something that was not you did not love you, you would not exist. Nothing would exist. You love. You are love. You are lovable. You are loving. You are love. That's just what it is. Know yourself greater. Be still 5 minutes a day. Stillness, that means no social media, no family, no friends, no husband, no wife, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no pets. Just be still with yourself for 5 minutes a day. No music, no podcast, nothing that's other than you. And just 5 minutes. Contemplate what if I am all things? And what if all things are in my grasp? What if? Just contemplate that. And that's going to unlock something in you, take you on an adventure that it's still going to have challenges, but it'll be so fulfilling. So much joy. I love you. Ankh, Wedja, Seneb. That means eternal life, strength, prosperity, wholeness, and health, wellness, beyond the concepts of all those words, the true essence of them. That's what those words represent, the energies of. Ankh, Wedja, Seneb. I love you. Bless.